Hello everyone, I am Erisa Zemalia Zahra. I'm the five semester of English Language Education Department, and in this video I will share about the relation between public speaking anxiety and social anxiety. Let's check it out. Why I chose this article? Because the frequent use of public speaking tasks in social phobia research, which might confuse result if the anxiety types are different. And the goal is to clarify if public speaking anxiety is a distinct subtype or just less safe from the generalized social anxiety. Terminology: social phobia. Social phobia or social anxiety disorder, a marked and a persistent fear of one or more social and or performance situation due to possible security by others. And subtypes: historical model have included generalized fear in most social situations and non-generalized specific fear limited to speaking situation like a public speaking. Okay, next, difficult or complex word in this article. On one, circumscribed or limited in scope, restricted to a specific situation. Comorbidity: the stimulation present of two or more diseases or medical condition in a patient. Quantitative: different, a difference in amount of several. One group has more fear. Qualitative: different, a difference in kind or nature, different pattern or fear, different causes. Subtypes versus severity continuum models. Assumption: subgroup only different qualitatively number of several of fears. Qualitative difference alone supporting that model. Subtypes model requires a qualitative difference pattern of fears, cause or chronologies to be supported. If qualitative difference are found, the severity model no longer suffix and the subtypes model is supported. The tripartite model. The purpose: a three-part structure. A. Generalized subtypes: anxiety is most social situation. And B. Non-generalized subtypes: anxiety is a social interaction, but at least one broad domain of functioning as anxiety-free. And C. Circumscribed subtypes: anxiety limited to small number of specific situations. Qualitative evidence, factor or cluster analysis. The majority finding, clinical and community study using a factor or cluster analysis generally supported the idea that public speaking anxiety emerges as a specific performance anxiety factor, separate from social interaction anxiety. Factor yielded as social interaction, public speaking, observation, and eating or drinking. The community is funding three factors: social interaction, public speaking, and observational fears. A qualitative evidence expansion. Contradictory findings. Two community students did not find a separate factor for a public speaking anxiety. Ratio et al. 2008 factor analysis yielded only one overall social anxiety factor, and Pickett et al. 2008 found an interaction and performance factor, but public speaking was a group with the interaction factor in a dual set. Okay, next qualitative evidence, severity and correlates the pattern. Study comparing public speaking only group to generalized group found a difference that were largely quantitative. Public speaking only individual had a lower level impairment, lower rates of family anxiety disorder, comorbidity, and substance use. The critical test less as a long-lasting problem. Okay, next, inconsistency. Inconsistency, anxiety repairing speech anxious reported high anxiety during the speech task in Tran and Cambliss, and inconsistency on arousal curves and Hamburg failed to find for a relationship between social phobia and category and anxious around pattern. Public speaking anxiety is a distinct subtype, qualitatively and quantitatively different from other social phobia subtypes. Using public speaking is to assess social phobia research participants is problematic if speech assumes only individuals are the control group of mix into the generalized group. Its conclusion and referation. Conclusion: evidence supported the existence of a distinct public speaking anxiety types. The takeaway: when a study social phobia, researchers must account for the qualitative difference between specific public speaking anxiety and more generalized social anxiety. Thank you.